Hello everybody and welcome back to Goliszew. Hopefully that is now a better pronunciation than before. Yes, I was failing quite miserably it turns out, and that probably wasn't perfect, but it is hopefully a step closer. So yes, anyway, this is still going. 52 minutes left on this one. It's doing a very good job though. It's all very amusing. It's amazing how time flies though. It was a 4-hour job and it's already in its final hour. So anyway, yes, in the previous episode I was over here beyond the silage pit, topping the piece of pasture land. Now, this is seasons, so if I leave this in the sunshine, it is going to dry out, which would then create hay. But I'm looking to create something which is profitable. Now, hay probably is profitable, and it has been mentioned now that you can still sell some of these products, even if it shows that they're worth nothing. It is just grass, I think, which is worth nothing. Yes, if it's baled, you can still sell some things. So I think the best thing is to listen to my viewers, which is what I've done, and I have decided to get this road up and we're going to get it baled and then wrapped. Now, it's not going to be a case of using the usual machines and wrapping it with the usual wrapper. It is a base game wrapper, but it's been modified, and I have seen it before, but I've never actually used it before. So let's take a look at it. This is the default, the Courseplay 4014, and it's a good wrapper. Good all-round wrapper which you can change the foil colour on. These are the colours, and yeah, it works really well. But there is the modified version, the Deutschfar version, as you can see. Not only can you choose between two different colours, real green Deutsch and game green. I guess they got the colour wrong or something, I don't know. Well, we'll definitely go with the real. But the thing which was really fascinating was the two extra foil wrap colours, so you can have blue and also yellow, which is, you know, different, fascinating. I'm probably going to go with the blue. So it is definitely something which I'm going to be doing today. This is the baler we're going to use. Now it looks pretty good. Class Rollant 250, looks very nice. And also the windrower will use this class liner. So nearly everything is going to be class, as you can see. Class liner 2700. There aren't many class lines in the game, so it is nice to have one. Okay then, so let's get started. First things first, we need to row it up. So I know that rower is quite big, but really I would like to get everything done, so it's not really an issue. We will lease it, I think. I think we'll lease all these things because we are going to make quite a bit of money out of the silage. It's going to be nice and profitable. So we'll do one job at a time. I could stick them on follow me and have everything done in one go, but I would prefer to go about it nice and steadily and, you know, just enjoy it. So that's what we're going to do. Should I use this tractor? Should I use that tractor? I don't know. I think as I'm already in the torpedo, we'll use the torpedo. I'll mix and match. I'll use the other tractor for the next job, for the baling, if it's got enough power. Which it should do, because it's only a round baler, and the round balers don't take much power, so it should be good. Okay, listening to the squeak of the good old Logitech G29. Some days it doesn't squeak at all, other days it squeaks like mad. It goes through phases too. Sometimes it can squeak every day for a week, and then it can do 3 weeks without doing any noise. It's weird. Apparently it's the brushes or something. Somebody told me, and they said if you turn the steering wheel backwards and forwards when you first boot up the computer, when it hasn't released the tension spring, the return spring, apparently that can sort things out. I have tried it. It didn't really do much for me, unfortunately, but not a bad suggestion. Hello, car. It is really annoying though, the sound, and I was in this position about a year ago and it was frustrating then. So I don't really know what to do except for return it again, or maybe it's probably beyond return, but yeah, get a replacement. Actually, it shouldn't be. Yeah, it's been less than a year, so it should be able to be returned. But it seems silly because it works perfectly. It's just a squeak. It's so annoying. Okay, I've been driving very aggressively, left and right, and it seems to have quietened it down a little bit. So that's good. Maybe it does work then. Pretty good suggestion. Okay, so we're almost at the dealership just up here. Oh, bit of lag. It is a big map though. It's a big map and it's got loads of detail. So actually I'm surprised it runs as well as this. It's pretty smooth considering how detailed it is. Okay, here we are over at the Class dealership. I've never actually been to the workshop area. I've always just gone straight into the parking. into the equipment area. See the level of detail in here as well. There's even models of tractors, and there's models of implements and machines in there as well. Yep, it's a good map. It really is a good map. There's a lorry over there. Very nice. Okay, so it's definitely worth putting up with a few lag spikes, definitely. So there it is, it's all ready to take away. This will be my first time using it, so hopefully it's good. Now, I've actually had this before, where people have asked me to put links and stuff down below. And I absolutely love supporting modders and stuff, but the issue isn't with the modders, it's with the sites that some of these mods come from. Now, I would post the links, and it does seem a little bit, pathetic in a way, the way I'm going about it, but I've had it before where somebody has been on a link which I've provided, and then they've complained that they picked up a virus or something, and then they come back at me and say, oh, you're sending out a virus. It's not me, it's this third-party website. There's plenty of them, so just to save myself the hassle and stress, I've decided not to post the links. And, I could put the credits. I'm very happy to put credits and stuff, but not the links. Unfortunately, I have to find them myself. If it's a mod hub, an official mod hub mod, then I'm more than happy to post the link. It's just the third-party ones where you could potentially get a virus. You probably won't, but you could do. And I know it isn't my fault or anything, but some people just like to point fingers. I don't know why. I've had it before, so yeah, I've decided that is the way I'm going to go about it. But yeah, I fully support the modders. It's a shame. So what do you think? Do you think I chose the right field for building the yard in? This map is all set up. It's geared towards you designing your own farm by providing you with grass fields, and then they sort of suggest that is a good place to go for. If you haven't seen it before, this is the mini-map, and you can see the grass fields are marked. A good place for a farm. I chose this one here. So I think it's a good one because there's tons of space here. It's a good size, and it just allows me to not only have different buildings and storage facilities, but also have silos and still have space left over to do a bit of grass work, because this is all part of the same field. It's just it's the area which was not used. So then, torpedo, which is what this tractor is. Let's see how well it can perform. I don't suppose I need to even do that piece there. Okay, here we go. So by the look of it, I would say this is a reskin. I think this is a reskin of the coon rake, but I can't say for sure. Looks a little bit different on the back here. Oh, come on, I'm going a little bit off to the side. Yes, I'm going to try and make it as neat as possible. I'm trying to cut it as neat as possible. And now I'm actually in the field. It does feel bigger than I was remembering it, despite it only being a few days ago. Yes, is it a reskin? Let's just take a look at the back of that windrower. No, it's not a reskin of that. I don't know then. It could well be a new model. It looks good. I was just searching for class rakes, and this was pretty much the only one. Oh, look at the size of that swath. That's massive. Looks like there is actually loads of grass out of this. We've done pretty well. It's not the easiest field to manage because you don't really know where to go next. It's not. It's got so many obstacles and growth, trees and shrubs growing and stuff. Makes it very tricky, but it's a fun area. Good fun. Okay, so there we go. Well, I think you know what happens now. I continue, but you get a bit of music and things suddenly speed up. Well, it looks like a bit of a maze, but we're almost there. Very, very close to finishing. It's awkward. I think that's probably the word I'm looking for. It's awkward working around the shrubs. We'll probably take these out because they are they're completely in the way. The trees can stay. The shrubs don't need to. So, yeah, there we go. Also, the tractor is good. The steering is a little bit of a challenge, but yeah, it's good. Oh look, I did the landscaping and I've actually left a tree in the middle of the gravel. Oh, also I did actually see some comments about the texture in the pit here, so if it was you who posted that or if you agreed with that, I think I do agree with you. Let's get it changed. If we just change it to something a bit more appropriate, what shall we do? I suppose it should be concrete. Something like that. I suppose that would work. Oh no. Yeah, I think the concrete was the best texture. Okay. So there we go. Hopefully that satisfies everybody who was unhappy. I do see your point though. Cobbles were not really the best ground for the silage pit. It would have been very difficult to push up the silage and empty it, especially emptying. Okay, so I think that's all we need this for. So let's head back over to the store and I'll pick up the baler and the wrapper. Still going strong. It would be good when we get the tractor back. I could really use it. I think me turning the wheel aggressively backwards and forwards for so long has actually temporarily fixed it. It does work. So there's me at the beginning of the video saying it didn't work, because it didn't, and then when I try it again in the video, it does work. So I don't know who it was, but somebody definitely said it because I read the comments. So if it was you who mentioned turning it backwards and forwards aggressively, thank you. It has definitely temporarily fixed it. I don't know what it does. I don't know if it somehow allows something to move or lubricate. I have no idea. But yeah, the point is, it's sorted the squeaking for now. That really is quite a rapid gait. Oh wow, there's actually some of these tractors on display as well. I missed those before. I guess they're hiding behind the shrubs, but yeah, they've even got a trailer up here. A levitating trailer. Okay, so where's my other tractor gone? There it is, good. Okay, I'll very quickly get things sorted out. And we're off. So yeah, we've got the Ursus on the wrapper with the blue foil, and we've also got the Torpedo, which is actually a leased tractor. I didn't realise I'd leased it. But yeah, it's not ours, and it's on the baler. Oh, I don't want to wait for that thing, but I'm going to have to, because otherwise that tractor's going to crash into it. You better be turning off somewhere, cement mixer. And you better not pull out in front of that car. Close. Very, very close. Okay. Let's head back to the yard. So obviously this isn't used yet. We have to get all the field baled. But yeah, that's not going to be a very big job. As for the amount of bales, no idea. And I just want to say, I have been doing quite a lot of baling recently, and especially silage bales. So this is probably and hopefully going to be the end of the baling sort of obsession. And I'll be able to do some other stuff. So yes, my plan for this series is really to just do all of the different multi-fruits. It's going to be really good, because I've just done all the usual base game stuff so many times in Farming Simulator, and having a multi-fruit map really does enable me to do some different stuff, which is good fun. It's just, this is something that had to be done, and it's another way of making some fast money. So yeah, it's also quite good, you know, looking. It looks fascinating the way it's all been cut and stuff, with all the trees and the weeds and stuff, the shrubs. And I suppose, yes, it enables me to use some different machinery as well, which is always nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the multi-fruit. We've got some lettuce in. That's a test though, to see if it grows. It was planted when the temperature was 3. It's supposed to be 10. So that's quite a difference. 7 degrees below the recommended germination temperature. well, the recommended temperature. That is the germination temperature. I think, well, in real life, I think that would rot the seed. I don't know for sure, but it's not going to do it much good. In the game, in seasons, I don't know. It does seem quite forgiving, but I can't say for sure. Oh, we're full. Yeah, so we're getting quite a few bales out of it. Pretty good.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smoke is in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when
Okay, well, I've tried
you
to clear up as much as I can do, but what's for sure is we're never going to be able to have enough to get another bale. It's just 7% full. As you can see, it's overall fairly neat. So I'm going to put that there for now, and we'll jump into the Ursus. That's still going. Yep, the Ursus is here. So here we go. We can begin. Just put that to unfold mode. I'm just going to refresh my memory on how you exactly approach the bales. I think that might be the correct way around. Nope, it would appear it's the other way. But it doesn't really matter too much because it does turn it around for you. But yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen blue wrap. Yeah, it's interesting. You can also get the yellow as mentioned before. And the defaults. You can also get the defaults. Yeah, so that's interesting. Very, very interesting. I've probably said it's interesting quite a few times now. The other good thing about this bale wrapper is it can do both types of bales, so it can do round and square. I don't know if it can do Hestons though, actually. I don't know about the Hestons, but definitely the quadrants and the round. So how many bales have I actually just produced? Personally, none, but hopefully the tractors. Yes, I've not laid a bale. 10! 10 bales. Well, 10 silage bales equates to quite a bit of money. A welcome amount of money. No need to do a time lapse though, we can definitely do this in real time. Already done about 4. Yeah, this is already the 4th one. It also doesn't take too long to wrap each one. So I think my best bet here is to move them with the telehandler. It doesn't really matter about stabbing them with a bale spike. Ooh, it's close. Yeah, because they're just going to be sold anyway. This isn't the survival roleplay. I'm going to play loosely realistic, but not super realistically. Hopefully there's no collisions in here. Or a well. There could be anything. Right, so wow, that is really changing my look on wrapped bales. Never seen a field of blue marshmallows before. Surely they should be pink and white. Okay, so we have 2 left, I think? Yep, 2 left. Oh no, 3. 3 left. Okay, so this is the second to last bale. I think I actually overlooked another one as well. So anyway, we're almost there. This is it. I can't really go wrong, so all I have to do is count the bales. 10, it should be 10. Okay, so there we go. All the bales are wrapped. It would be nice to be able to own these machines, but obviously at the moment I can't really afford that. I know it's costing a lot just to rent them. It's not something I like to do, but more than anything it's to show off the different machinery. So there we go, finished. There's only one thing left, and it's to move the bales out of the field and put them into a suitable storage point. I don't know exactly where. They might be better off just staying in the field at the moment. It's not like I can lose them. I think what I'll do for the time being is just pick up the bales, put them into a nice neat sort of stack or pile here, because at the moment I don't have a very good bale spike, and I also don't have a suitable trailer. The flatbed trailer which we currently have is in use, so that's no good. I'm going to have to wait until it's empty. So if I just create a storage facility just here, that would be a good thing to do. Then as soon as I do have a more appropriate bale spike, or a bale grab, I can use that, and I can also put all these bales onto a trailer nice and neatly and hopefully transport them. The thing is, they do need to ferment, so fermentation takes a few days. They're nicely in place, and we of course get the extra one, which sort of is not really fitting in well. There's nowhere for it, but then again, this isn't to look pretty, this is simply just to store them out of the way until they have fermented. So I should probably buy the gadget which is recommended for the fermenting of silage, because then you can actually see how far through the fermentation process they are. You don't necessarily need it, because you can just put the bale spike in the bale and it tells you what it is. If it's fermented, it will say silage. If it hasn't, then it will say grass. As you can see, it currently says grass. So I think it's about £5,000. 5,000 to buy. It's going to come under miscellaneous. There it is. Well, I suppose we should get it. It's always a bit of good fun too, just checking up on our bales. So here we go. It's going to be like 1% fermented. Yes, well, pretty good guess, 1.9%, 71 hours to go, so yeah, a few days time. So that is really all I wanted to do today. That's quite a bit, sorry for all the time lapses, but it just had to be done. And as you can see, nothing missed, and because of our uneven number, well, or our even number, they haven't stacked perfectly. There's always one left out. So there we go, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.